Peace. Think fast. No logic. Do not let the left brain logic, you know what I'm saying, rule. Let the heart lead the way. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that I learned on my experience in Cali, you know what I'm saying, dealing with coming out here and having the changing of situations, but like enjoying it, like, cause that's another thing, cause it reminds me of the time in between my last two jobs where like I lost one job, but I started getting in the moment and in the now. Matter of fact, when I first started, remember some of my older videos, and I remember like I was in my happiest moments at a time when looked like the ego would be tripped out, cause in a time where the ego would be, like, oh man, I ain't got no job, this and that. But matter of fact, cause I got away from ego in essence, and was just going with the now, just being with the heart, flood that female, that feminine, going with the flow, the curves, man, the curves, not the straight line logic, not the Mason squares and all that, you know what I'm saying? But and two, I learned that like if you were to like let your, and that's just in general though, if you were to let your thoughts anytime go too far in the future, you know what I'm saying, worrying about things, you know what I'm saying, where say for instance where they had a change of plans with the with renting the house that we had planned, but it was source just letting us know like, nah, not this one, you know what I'm saying, like, because we said that it was like this was just the house that our ego needed to attach itself to, just to have like a little foundation to go to Cali. And like that's the realness of the situation, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's knowing like, it's almost like with drugs or addiction, like realizing what it is and taking care of it. Hey, realizing that, hey, ego need at least a little something to just make that jump from Louisiana to Cali, you know what I'm saying? But in that process, staying positive, you know what I'm saying, it's been, keeping the ball rolling in the right directions, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you get too caught up, so like, as soon as we got the phone call, but where a situation didn't go right, it's like, you could, bam, focus on lack, and say, oh man, nah, I don't have a place to stay, you know what I'm saying, and focus on that lack, and then send that vibration out to the universe, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, that just fester into something bad. And also, you could let it get you in trouble by, focusing too much on the future. Like, well, I wonder how, when. But how you really handle it and how we handled it today was, situation happened, like, it hit that ego, like, all right, let's work right now to change the words we just heard in the past to make a different little future right quick. You know what I'm saying? But we had to do that in the moment, you know what I'm saying, in the now. And that's operating out of emotion, Yes, of course, I mean, in essence, there's a little logic that went into it, like, all right, which it doesn't take, like, oh, let's super analyze this. What should I use? Should I use Craigslist? To go straight to Craigslist. So it ain't like you gotta really break nothing down on some logic type of stuff, but it's like, just bam, go with the emotions, go with the heart. All right, heart say go to the library, heart say do this, heart say holler at this person, you know what I'm saying? And you just flow, but be in the moment, not worrying about just like, we got this, and you keep that vibration going. Matter of fact, and I'm pretty sure if y'all into the law of attraction, matter of fact, I always give love to anybody, because it's all about getting knowledge from any and everybody, and I always tell people like man, I'm still learning, so there's people I still get knowledge from. And I know Esther Hicks, you may know her from channeling the collective conscious Abraham, which most of the videos may be labeled Abraham Hicks or Esther Hicks, but what she talk about, keeping that vibration, I think she called it vibration or escrow, but I don't want to slaughter the word, but like, keeping that vibration going, and not let no gap get in there. So when you hear something bad or something, stay strong, stay on point, stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I mean, being negative ain't gonna help, you know what I'm saying? And like I tell anybody, I'd rather stay positive blindly before I be negative, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why even before consciousness, you know what I'm saying? Even without consciousness, you know, that's just a good logic to have, you know what I'm saying? Is to like, why sit and pout about a situation? You know, like only way that would make sense is if like all through being a kid, if pouting would have made everything that I want and desire appear, then I'd be pouting right now. Pouting every time I would, you know what I'm saying, want to manifest something. But that's not the case, at least not for most of us, you know. But, you know, that's all I wanted to bring up is just, you know, in moments like that, that being in that brain is the worst place to be, because you could throw yourself into analyzing too much. Like, what about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll just get too, trap yourself, you know what I'm saying? Trapping yourself in your own logic. And that's where the stress and the nervousness, you know, arise from, is that ego worrying about the next moment. And that's when you could tell if you're in your ego. Anytime you're worried about the next moment, or if it pops up on you like that, that's your ego, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let your spirit shine through and, you know that things is, you know, things are gonna manifest, you know, by keeping that positive mind frame, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, too, you can't focus on lack, you know, like in order to, you know, focus on lacking anything, you know, in essence, like, you know, you gotta focus on having it, you gotta visualize it, even though your ego may not physically, you know, see it, you know what I'm saying? In which, that's where, you know, like I was talking to a lot of brethren, like, well, you know, the DMT trips and the mushroom trips that break down your ego in order for you to really see that you can manifest things on that level. You know, it breaks down the ego and let that ego see, you know, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which not really let the ego see it, really just break that ego down and let your spirit shine through to push that ego down, you know what I'm saying? But just stay close to spirit and in that heart, you know, in times where you know, keep that heart on the swivel, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? But not on no swivel, you know, it's just flowing, man. It's just, you know, not on no straight zip line logic. Just let it flow like the ocean, man. Happy now. Peace. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. I might have did it backwards, but, you know, we get the point. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. I'm a holler. You can tell I'm getting a little tired. Peace.